So I'm trying this out today. On actually, let me show you what I'm using it on. I'm going to try out the flex tape on my kitchen faucet. My issue with the kitchen faucet is that this actual unit itself comes out of the main body here. It allows you to extend it to reach hard to reach places where you want to put water, or maybe you want to put water. I use it mostly, I actually have it extended. I extend it mostly to fill my coffee maker, so I don't have to bring the coffee maker to the faucet. I actually just extend this to my coffee maker, which is probably about a foot away on the counter. So the issue is that, or was for now, was that my wife noticed a leak in the cabinet. And in the cabinet, what was happening was that this hose, you can see the duct tape, I put it here. It's my great work. Duct tape and glue, I'm an expert. Anything else, forget about it. When the actual head and the hose would go back into the main unit, the hose, as you're gonna see when I turn on the water, when you would turn it on, would leak from here down, and the cabinet would take on a lot of water, which is not good because it's wood. So let me just show you the leaking. Oh, you can see it right here. Where's the leaking? See that? As I touch the tape, you see the leaking. Yeah. So I'm hoping to get rid of that leak. Let me take the tape off and show you the leak even better. So I'm going to show you this very quickly as it's going to spurt out, squirt out, spurt out. And this is what was going on in the housing down below. As you can see, this is pretty long. There it is. See it? See the water? It's just squirting. Let me do it more. See it? Like crazy. So I'm hoping to fix it. I think that's the only area leaking. Yes, this area is the only one leaking. Let's hope we can fix it. Putting the tape on wet, supposedly you can use the tape underwater, so water's not an issue. I'm just gonna mark it though and dry it and make it the best condition I could to make sure it sticks. I also want the middle of the tape to be where the actual leak is coming from. So it's coming out of right here. Let me mark it with a Sharpie. I marked it with a silver Sharpie just to get a good idea as to where the leak is coming from. Let me now get the tape ready so I can put it on. I will first dry it off, and then I'll put the tape on. Pretty simple instructions. Peel and stick. Let me just go up and down just in case you're interested and you don't have the actual packaging to read the instructions. reminds me of like stick-on tar. Like the tar they put in the street and that other black substance that they put on the on rooftops. Really sticky, very adhesive. I don't know what, is this a cover for the top? Let me see. I don't see. Yeah, I thought this peeled off or something. No, it's just all these gluey, sticky stuff. Try it out. Oh. So I just put it on. My wife helped me. We hopefully made a nice tight seal. $18 later, and it's not good, not working, didn't help us at all. It's still leaking. Let me turn on the water. You can see it's still leaking. So the seal didn't work for us, and I think I know why. I'm pretty sure I know why. So I believe that this layer, or this hose, I'm gonna say, has an outer layer. The outer layer is this material here. This material here, I believe, was put over the hose to protect it, to protect the inner hose from being damaged from this edge, from the edges here, from putting in and out, pulling in and out the actual faucet. So I think there's two layers. I think there's a material to protect the rubber layer, inner rubber layer, sort of like a bicycle wheel. So the tire wheel of a bicycle, it has the outer layer, the tire, the rubber, and then the inner layer, which is the inner tube, and that tube is what holds the air. But the actual tire protects the inner tube from road hazard or any kind of damage to the actual inner tube, and it also keeps it in place. So I believe that's what this layer is. It protects the inner layer from getting damage from these edges here. Now, that being said, the problem you have is that I'm actually repairing the outer layer. There should be an inner layer, and the inner layer can't be sealed because I can't get to it. So in order to actually fix the hole, which I believe is in this area right here, as we have the leak coming out of somewhere in this area. The only way to do that is to actually maybe slice this open and then get to the inner layer and then use the flex tape on the actual inner layer or the inner hose. The problem with that is that once you remove this outer layer, now that will leave the inner layer vulnerable to damage as you push in and out the faucet. So that's not a good idea either. We're gonna have to replace the whole hose. It's just not working for us. Sad, but you know, if you're in a similar situation, you got a similar hose like this, which I think many faucets with the head that comes off are made this way. You can see, if you see this video, you'll know that the flex tape may not work for you. There may be a good chance that it may not work for you. You know, maybe it will, maybe it won't. In our situation, I think, again, there's two layers here. We can only get to the outer layer. And because of that, the inner layer is still leaking. And leaking is coming out through the material, or the outer layer material. So it didn't work for us. It may work for you. I love the idea of easy fixes, but this didn't work for us at all. I did do it twice because I accidentally thought that there was a hole here, but there wasn't. There's only one hole, and it's here. The other problem I'm having too is that I actually cannot push this all the way in. Let me see. Oh yeah, it went all the way in. Yeah, it gets stuck about here, and I'm afraid to push any further because I need to pull this out in order to use the faucet for now. Because of the hole, I don't want it to leak back into the cabinet underneath the sink. So it like gets stuck. So I don't want to push too much. you know, and have a further issue where I can't even use the faucet. So right now, like this, I can use it. At least the water's more controlled. Before it was spurting everywhere. Now it's actually just leaking downward. So that's a good thing. So I know more, you know, I have more control where the leak is. So it's a controlled leak. All right, I hope you liked the video. I hope it helps. Thank you for watching. And it's bonded. It's not going anywhere. I don't feel this loose at all. The edges, nothing. It's holding up. It really, once you stick it, it sticks. Thank you for watching. Bye.